Welcome. You are on the mountain with Rick and Kevin, and it is time for whatever shenaniganery we find our ways into tonight. But first, coffee.
So yeah, I made, I was deciding that I was going to cook all of the Walmart circular meals where they basically, like, say, you need to only buy these 4 ingredients and you can feed your whole family. And I decided to make them and then unfuck them because they're shit. Or they have been so far. But, pretty solid concept is instead of having to go through the whole canned tomato or fresh tomato rigmarole for curry, salsa, a jar of salsa as a base for curry, totally works if you know how to, like, fix it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it was very good curry. I don't know if it would have worked really well if I hadn't, like, it was still pretty acidic. So I cut it with some cream cheese at the end that I just had laying around, and that, like, just made it, like, chef's kiss. Without that, though, But, like, Walmart was like, just add curry powder and salt to salsa. And I was like, nah, bro. That tastes like shit. You need to add fucking cumin, garam masala, fucking coriander, even a little bit of fucking, garlic. Didn't even have garlic. It's like, really? I'm kind of shocked that Israel has not yet, quote-unquote, invaded the Gaza Strip, which shows that they're massively pussying out, probably because of America. Not that invading is a good idea or justified, but they said they were going to do it.
Yeah.
And, like, it's fucking weird. The military keeps saying, like, yeah, we're ready to go. We're just waiting for the political people to give us the order. It's like, it's almost like they're fucking raring to go. You'd think they were Marines. Huh.
Huh. Huh.
Isn't the stereotype of Marines that you guys, like, want to fight wars?
Well, that I'd say is only slightly more stereotypically true of Marines than other armed forces.
Oh, okay. I mean, fighting a
We're
war...
excited to get in the shit!
I mean,
Hoorah, boy! Woo!
fighting a war for most Air Force people can't be much different than just doing their everyday job, but...
Well, that's because in war, they're just doing their everyday job. That's because Air Force doesn't fight.
Well, I mean, fighter pilots kind of do.
Fighter pilots are Navy, sir.
What are Air Force pilots then?
Bombers.
All the Air Force has F-35 and F-16 squadrons?
Whatever. Fucking Air Force are
Oh, because they're used as strategic bombers, even though they're multi-role fighters, is what you mean. Okay, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, they can unfuck themselves as they're fucked, but, yeah.
It's like how the Army actually has more ships than the Navy and more planes and helicopters than the Air Force.
I know, it's hilarious. And the Marine Corps, you guys have this really weird thing going on with your planes and your helicopters, right?
Yeah,
You fly your helicopters, but your planes are Navy?
something like that. Yeah, because like there's Air Force One, which is Air Force, and then there's HMX One, which is the president's helicopter, which is Marines.
Yeah, Marine One, yeah. Fucking weird ass shit, if you ask me.
Yeah, the whole fucking government is though, so that
In
part didn't
Canada,
really stick out to me per se.
yeah, in Canada, like, all our branches of the military are, like, under an integrated command now. Like, we still have a Navy and Air Force, etc., but they're all commanded by the same, like, head honcho.
It's alright. In France, all of their combined military might is commanded by a white flag.
Accurate. Very, very, very accurate. Network error when attempting to fetch restart. Only on whack. User closed the window. No, I didn't close the window. The window didn't pop up, bitch.
The window closed me!
Yeah, for realsies. You know what game I'm highly bullish on?
What's that?
Motherfucking Aliens.
Motherfucking aliens.
Alien Worlds. The
Oh.
Clipper Miner game.
Oh, okay.
Their currency stayed high value. People keep mining. They have, like, collabs with a bunch of other projects. They don't do sales anymore. Sales are done for good. They, like, their leadership just gets paid out in token. And it seems like people just want to keep clicking. So,
I have found a new game that I'm pretty super fucking bullish on.
what's that?
Slime Legion.
Slime Legion?
On
What
phone.
game is that on? Say what?
On phone.
Is it on chain or not?
No.
But if it's a good game, it's even better.
It's the second best match game I've ever found in my life.
Oh wow, you gotta download it. Has a shitty rating though. It's so interesting. So why? Maybe they're not paying enough people to rate it. Slime Legion.
Well, if they want to reach out to me to do a fucking spot, I will gladly take that shit. I am thoroughly enjoying it.
Million plus downloads. I wonder if Slime Village is affiliated with Slime Legions. Based on the art, it sure fucking looks like it.
Don't know.
And they don't push the in-app purchases?
There definitely are, and there's a bunch of, watch ads for bonuses, but nothing like super crazy obtrusive.
Okay, I don't mind like watching an ad for an occasional bonus because I'm not going to watch the ad.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
Oh, so it's like one of those merge games.
Yeah,
No.
I did say the second best merge game that I've ever played.
Oh, I thought you said match game.
Oh yeah, match merge.
Oh, this is interesting. Enemies incoming. So I just killed the pixies? Okay.
We'll give that just a minute, and then do full band support.
Oh, so it kind of has a integrated like RPG logic, like global damage plus 4%, get 2 loot.
Yeah.
Oh. That's fun. Does it matter what you're matching, or is a
Yes.
match? I'm afraid.
Everything has its own tree.
I don't believe I'm there yet.
You have 4 different kinds of monsters. Each one of them starts from something different.
Oh, okay, the progress. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, yeah, yeah. So the purple guys are purple guys.
Yeah, the tentacle turns into the little devil, and then there's, I think, 4 or 5 stages of little devil before you max it out.
Yeah. And you can also throw stuff off the map.
Yes. Off the sides and top.
Which I just did by accident. Yeah, I'm genociding these pics. Damn. Oh, got her.
If you started out with the same first 4 that I did, then Egg Thrower is your absolute standout.
Egg thrower just got here. Like Egg wearing a cowboy hat guy?
Yep.
And what, at some point you just die and restart?
Yep.
Okay. Because a lot of merge games you can't die, which is kind of annoying. What the fuck? Oh, I get to choose one of my special attacks. Okay. Slime did all the heavy lifting for me there.
Yeah, I mean, based on how things go, like, sometimes one or the other will be better, but, like, overall, out of the ones you start with, Egg Thrower is your fucking star. Slime is also really good, though, especially once you get 2 swords and they're 100% longer. Oof.
How many days have you made it so far?
I'm on to the 9th, like, thing.
I just died on day 4.
Yeah, so you're on, like, map 1, Eternal Forest, that has 10 days to it.
Oh!
The second one has 10 days, third one has 20, fourth one has 20, fifth one has 20, sixth one has 30, seventh has 30, eighth has 30. I'm on the 9th, which has 40.
I got you, and you can't really do shit unless you fucking level up. You can't really, like, progress fully until you level up your monsters, right?
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I did everything right, and I couldn't get past day 4.
You could probably do better than that. I didn't start losing until, like, level 4.
Oh, okay. Took me a second to get it, too. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was just randomly clicking the boxes at the bottom, not realizing what they were for. That was kind of stupid.
RTFC, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, such a good game. Taco does?
No, I did not.
And Alcor generally pay a better share of fees, just so you know.
I don't think I've ever had an Alcor token, though.
Most tokens that are on Taco are also on Alcor.
Oh, okay. You mean as in use it instead of Taco?
Use both depending on what the APR and the rewards are. But if you have a token with no rewards, you're better off on Alcor because it just gives better fees. Oh wow, transform all tentacles on the field into little devils. That was overpowered. Nice. I'm ready to fuck up some pixies when they come. Yeah, I'm further advanced on day 1 than I was on day 4 last time. Now that I know how the game works.
It's amazing what that does for you.
It helps. I've been told that in the past by some people. Sometimes people are right.
Other times people are left.
And sometimes they're just types. Does YouTube like the cunt word or not?
Huh?
Does YouTube care about the cunt word?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm fucking beyond caring too much.
Castle restores 200 HP if it does not take any damage in a day. What the fuck does that even mean?
So, English?
Yeah, but what's the... Why would you need more HP? Oh, so that only applies if they get through your first line. I got you, okay. That makes sense. But you know, the sad but true thing is that this is more interactive than 99% of Web3 games.
Yep.
But yeah, my castle didn't take shit, bitch. But where does the HP go to?
If you're already at full health, then you don't get anything from it either.
Fair.
Super good in very niche situations. Definitely not something that you want to plan for.
Yeah. I think generally picking the one that gives you more moves is your best bet, right?
Yes and no. Depends on what the other options are.
It's really annoying that it keeps giving me hints, and the hints that's giving me are not always the best moves.
They're usually not.
I wish I could disable it. It's fucking crazy to think that a real dev could put one of these out a day, probably. Just a basic prototype, a prototype at least. True damage, 19%. Come on, let's go.
Have you done any 4 and 5 merges yet?
I did one. I did several 4, and I did 1-5. I had a few combo merges too.
Have you been paying attention to the effects?
Not really.
That might be something that you want to know how that works.
Good to know. Oh, what are you doing?
I am pouring some motherfucking coffee. What are you doing?
This is the thanks I got. You know what I did for her? I had some leftover basmati rice, and obviously I had the chicken scrap from what came off the bone in the broth make. So I fucking meticulously made sure that there was no bone left in the stuff. It was just poached chicken, so fine. I made her a nice bowl of it. Fucking laid it out for her, had her give me a high five, and now she's fucking laying between me and my bowl of soup, trying to catch pieces that fall off the spoon.
To be fair, does sound like a dog.
Yeah. Oh, she get, and now I'm rewarding the behavior by giving her a glucosamine treat.
Oh, and I'm going to tell you that you will start seeing before too long in that your level up choices. Upon hitting stunned enemies, Egg Thrower makes them bleed to deal 20% damage per second for 5 seconds.
Damn.
You probably do not have anything that afflicts the stun condition, because I still don't.
I already do frost.
No, that is frozen, not stunned.
It says will stun enemy for 5 something.
That is frozen, not stunned. I don't think it does use the word stun. That's why I'm saying that is frozen, not stunned. It is a 15% chance to freeze enemies in place. If I'm wrong about that, then Frost Thrower, then Egg Thrower's even better. But yeah, Frost freezes. I don't think he stuns.
Okay.
I'm in battle right now, so I can't check.
I don't even know where I would check. Enemies incoming. I got upon hitting enemies, Frost has a 15% chance to freeze them for 1 second.
Yeah.
Egg Thrower throws 3 eggs at one time. I think I know which one of the two I'm gonna pick. Oh yeah, there you go, Egg Thrower. Oh yeah, 3 eggs at
Yeah, the 3, and that's exactly why I say Egg Thrower is your fucking bread and butter for the first while, because of those 3 eggs. And it also gets a piercing, so you'll throw 3 eggs at a time, and they will penetrate through one and hit the next.
That's awesome. I wanna rip off this game and make like an idle clicker version of it. Where you have pixies constantly flying at you, and you lose resources when the pixies get through, but gain resources for each pixie you kill. I feel like it would be very popular with the psychopath demographic.
Well, shit.
Uh-oh, enemies are incoming. Slime's attack grants 1 sword, or slime has 5% chance to deal 5% damage, or enemy move speed minus 15. Shit.
+1 sword.
Yeah, so it's gonna go towards. Oh shit, my castle got hit twice. What's this fucking boss thing on row 4?
What do you think it is?
A boss that's coming to attack half my grid, and it's the half where none of my shit is?
There you go.
Which is leading me to move all my shit over there. Eesh. That went down pretty easily. Get 11. Why would anyone get 3 moves when they could get 11 moves? This should be dumb. Oh, I just got to the second thing, I believe. Oh, the combos give you moves. Okay. Yo, transform all swords on the field into slime. Damn, bro.
You will see those fairly frequently for every unit type that you are running.
Fucking good.
And in some cases, you'll even get an epic version that isn't a one-time thing happens now, but a permanent thing of every bat becomes Dracula.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which is my personal favorite unit currently, Dracula.
Transform all tentacles on the field into little devils. Yeah. I presume it's always best to take those, right?
Much like your last, I presume it's always best to do this. No, it depends on the situation and what you have and what you're trying to do.
Situations could suck my balls.
If you had any.
You're so funny. Yeah, you can go there, motherfucker. Bitch, if you're recommending I do it, I probably shouldn't fucking do it.
I mean, sometimes it's right.
It should not be. Transform tentacles. No, they only have one tentacle. So fucking good, right? If you're going to desert island, it can only take one condiment. I already know your answer. Never mind. Hot sauce. Right?
Mustard.
Really? What kind of mustard?
Probably like a good spicy brown.
versatile.
Well, yeah, if I only got one, then
Yeah.
versatility's kind of key.
I'm gonna be an absolute cunt and say that I drink Marmite or Vegemite because they have so many fucking calories in them and they can be the base for like anything. Pawn match 5, obtain 1 coin. Supposed to get our first snow of the year overnight.
Cool. I am not.
Bro, it's October 23rd. When's the last time you got snow in Florida?
It's never. I mean, I know it's not, but
No, in your time there?
there was one time I was over in Daytona and saw a few flakes.
And people were probably complaining a lot, right?
Not even complaining, just losing their fucking minds. So many accidents.
Oh boy.
Not even hitting the ground, let alone sticking. Not even hitting the ground.
I take it snow tires are not mandatory for that. Upon hitting enemies, frost with a 15% chance to freeze some egg throwers damage plus 19%. Fucking egg thrower, let's go. Oop, that might not have been the right choice. Yes, it was. No, 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 fuck! Ugh. Do cats at all hang around the table when you're eating, trying to get food scraps? Or is
Oh,
that-
fucking absolutely.
Really? Hmm.
Sam is a very adorable little pain in the ass beggar.
Will he eat pretty much anything?
He doesn't get anything.
No, but if given the chance, I mean.
Oh, yeah. Or at least
Okay.
try it
Yeah.
and then turn up his nose at it. But no, he's on a. We have to show a prescription in order to be able to get his food.
What?
He's on prescription food for his kidneys.
Yeah, Rogue's on prescription food too, but I don't have to show it. What are they afraid you're gonna do with it?
I don't know. But, like, there was one time, because Rebecca typically deals with most of it. There was one time where she was there and, like, they were out of the actual food, but there was another one that, like, it could be because it was the same type of shit. And they were like, no, your script doesn't say that. You can't have that.
What? Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, for the fact that we have prescription dog foods that can only be sold by prescription is insane in the first place, because we should be able to make informed health choices for our animals without
Right.
having to pay a vet. But vets can be kind of cunty. They need their land buzz, bro. Rogue, what are you doing?
Passing gas from my ass to blast my master?
I don't like to think of myself as a master. I like to think of myself as a slave.
Fuck you, it worked well for the rhyme.
Yes. I cannot but.
Weird flex, but okay.
I mean, I generally cannot be fucked with anything right now. Oh, these fucking copper coils can suck a dick. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, you want a second pilot helmet? I'll give you a second pilot helmet, bitch. Oh, but then you want digested mud and skull of Pedro. Not cool. Started a fucking obsession with pilot backpacks. And what's the logic of being able to carry a backpack inside of a backpack? How does that make any fucking sense?
It makes perfect sense.
No, because they're made of metal. They're like rigid metal backpacks.
Well, then that's not a backpack.
Well, according to the fucking game, it is. So you go talk to fucking Diablo and try to convince that wherever, I think he's Greek Gary guy to fucking change it. You tell him he's wrong. You get into the fist fight.
I guess as far as purists are concerned, it would technically count.
Well, why am I so tired of the seasons change?
Because you're old?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, why am I so fucking tired and unmotivated when the season changes from fall to winter? Daylight changes, seasonal affective disorder, cold weather, holiday stress, diet and nutrition, vitamin D deficiency, lack of physical activity. Combat these feelings, do light therapy, exercise, diet and nutrition, manage stress. Okay. Social support, establish a routine, and consult a healthcare professional. All unrealistic things to do except the latter, which I can do for free in Canada if I choose to wait for several hours. Then again, I guess that is better than not being able to consult a doctor without going into terrifying levels of debt.
Yep.
Like, if you need to see a doctor, what do you do not having insurance? You go to the ER?
I not see a doctor.
No, but at some point you need to see a doctor.
The ER is the only option.
Okay. So, like, if you needed stitches, well, you'd go to the ER. No, urgent cares can do stitches, right?
Yep.
Is it better to go to the urgent care and pay for stitches, or go to the ER?
I wouldn't know. I don't get stitches.
What do you mean?
I mean, if I have a cut that requires stitches, I just deal with it.
At what point is it not possible to deal with it?
I don't know. I haven't cut myself that badly.
Okay, because at some point I, like, sliced basically the entire thing, like, my thumb pad off, and it needed 12 stitches. So I don't think no stitches would have worked in that context.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, I'm not gonna be a bitch and go get stitches for a little cut that just needs one fucking thing to be closed up. I'm gonna super glue it like a man.
You want to see the one I've been dealing with?
Please. Wait, I need to get the monitor doing monitors. Which means getting the keyboard to do the right keyboard thing. Which means getting on the right computer. Which means opening the stream. Which means waiting for the stream to load. Now you can show me. Gee. That's pretty nasty. That's a burn too, right?
No, that's just an infection that spread from the cut.
Fun. And you just get to use topical antibiotics.
Yep.
Because you work in a dangerous occupation with no health insurance.
Seems legit.
And for anybody who tries to say that being a cook is not dangerous work, they can suck a pallet full of dicks. Assuming they don't like dicks. Not to stop sides. Gonna be less than ideal. What do you do to motivate yourself when you're tired and unmotivated?
I'll let you know when I figure that out.
What about when you have a paralyzing feeling that you cannot do anything?
So on days ending in Y?
But you still get it done. You still go to work.
Yeah, I guess.
Which involves transiting from your home to work. But is work ever fun? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, even as much as I hate being in a kitchen, like, it's not like it's all just all bad, all shit, all the fucking time. You know, I work with good people. We have a good time. We make the best of the shitty situations. But, I mean, yeah, that doesn't mean that I like it either.
Is this one of the better kitchens you've worked in then?
Better, yes.
What was the best cooking job you've had?
That'd be tough, because they're all so different, and most of them had at least something good about them.
Has there been an absolute worst that you stayed at for more than a week?
I mean, McDonald's really sucked.
How long did you work at McDonald's for?
A few months.
And was it minimum wage or did it ever get higher?
I don't remember.
I was reading something here about Calgary a little while back. McDonald's is like desperately short of managers here, and they're paying like $58,000 a year, which is kind of insane. It also sounds like a horrific job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being a McDonald's manager is probably worse than being a McDonald's employee.
Yeah.
Because most of the employees you get are probably trash.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just dealing with fucking corporate and all that bullshit.
Or worse, the franchise owner.
Honestly, you're partially right there.
I would think, because franchise owners are basically like fucking middlemen. And they have to buy all their shit from fucking corporate and turn fucking margins, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of franchise owners are better than corporate. A lot are
Oh,
not.
really? Oh, fair. The one thing I heard about franchise owners that can be bad is sometimes they're forced to run promos they don't want to run.
Yeah, there is that type of thing, and there's definitely a lot of times a somewhat almost adversarial relationship between corporate and franchisees. But
In any unhealthy company.
yeah, but like a lot of people get into that line of work because it's a passion, and they tend to be really good at it because of that fact. And when you have a good franchiser that is working with a corporation that is allowing them some leeway, it can be a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and like take an example of a restaurant I won't eat at for an example, like Chick-fil-A. I boycott them.
Why?
Because of their LGBTQ stances.
Okay.
But I've heard that they have like very good relationships with their franchise. Probably because they all share like the Bible something.
Perhaps.
But goddamn, their chicken is good.
Yeah. Honestly, it's their breakfast burritos for me.
Never had one.
I don't even care about their chicken sandwiches or anything like that. Like, fucking Popeye's got a better chicken sandwich than you. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But that breakfast burrito, that's something special.
If I'm going to Popeyes, first of all, that means I'm on the road driving, because otherwise there is no Popeyes. And I'm definitely getting the fucking breaded shrimp. Even though I know it's the worst fucking shrimp you can find, it's so bad we probably don't even have access to it.
I mean, that's fine. If that's what your go-to is from Popeyes, go for it. I'm not saying that, my go-to is the chicken sandwich. But if I want a chicken sandwich, my mind is going to go Popeyes before Chick-fil-A. Not only is it closer, but Popeyes spicy is so much better than Chick-fil-A's spicy.
Oh, you're right on that, though. The spicy at Popeyes...
And I don't eat not spicy chicken sandwiches. Like, why even?
I get one of both, one of each. Because for me, living in Canada, I think we do have Popeyes here. I haven't checked yet, but in Quebec we didn't. Like, for me, it's like a rare thing, Popeyes. So I'll, like, fucking pig out and get one of each, and I'll get the mac and cheese, even though it's disgusting. And the, what are they called, Muddy Spuds or something? Like the mashed potatoes or gravy?
Okay. That might have been a thing there.
Well, that might be the thing at an independent barbecue place in Woodbridge, Virginia that I'm thinking about.
I mean, it sounds like a name that I could definitely see marketing come up with, but it's not familiar to me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Popeyes or if it's the one in Woodbridge, the independent place. They do like a plate with like, they set out a baked potato, like butterfly it, then they put more mashed potatoes on top of it, and then they put your 3 choices of meat on top of that. But I mean, you can get it all like brisket or all pulled pork if you want, but you can also get 3 meats or like double brisket, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking good.
It sounds pretty fucking incredible.
It's like $12 too, and you like, I mean, I'll eat it all, but Meredith had it and she had leftovers for 3 meals. since she was around her sister, she was probably not eating as much. Because they some skinny-ass anorexic bitches. And Meredith is a real woman with hips. Oh. Look, why are you fucking sniffing everything? You had a fucking giant bowl of rice and chicken. You had all the nasty bits that you love in there, all the skin, all the cartilage. Fucking Rogue has only, and like, she's normally, her dog food bowl is filled twice a day, normally.
Uh-huh.
And she'll eat it pretty much right away, but when Meredith leaves, she knows that I'm a sucker. So I like, fucking top off her bowl, like make it self-serve, so she doesn't eat any at all, and then I just fucking, I'm cooking for myself, so I'm cooking what I want, and she knows that I'm a fucking, like, slut, and I'll just give it to her, as long as it's not, like, overly salty, or
Which
whatever.
it 100% is.
It can't be if there's no fucking salt in it yet. Like, what I'll do if I'm cooking for just myself is, say I'm frying up some meat, right?
I'm frying up some meat, right?
Say what?
I said exactly what you told me to say.
Right. So before I add any seasoning, I'll cook some of it like halfway and just put it aside for Rogue. Then finish it in the microwave if it needs to be finished, or just serve it half cooked if it doesn't. I just can't fucking refuse her.
I believe the word you were looking for is won't.
It was won't when I was younger, and she was younger, and now at 13, it's like, can't. Just like, you're living out your old age, you know? Just be happy. Although, at the same time, it's all relative, because, like, I used to know a German Shepherd who lived outside, and, like, you know, he would only get attention when his master would come out to see him. But, like, that would make his fucking week. But, like, don't get me wrong, he had a good master and stuff. It's just like he was an outside dog. Living on a farm in Ohio.
And for some dogs, that's okay.
Yeah.
For some dogs, it's definitely not.
No, Rogue. I mean, if you leave Rogue alone for like longer than it takes for a nap, she gets antsy.
Yeah, my fucking feelings exactly.
What about Sam? Does he need companionship, or is he isolation?
We sometimes feel like he might like to have a friend around the house, but he seems to be doing all right as is, and we kind of hesitate to take the risk of introducing one that he doesn't like.
Oh yeah.
Because he's kind of also used to being alone.
So he has the run of the place.
Yeah.
Do cats? I've never had one or been near one for very long. I dated a girl who had one for a bit, but this never happened. Do they like try to sleep in bed with you?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he typically, like right now, I can 100% guarantee without even checking, he is sleeping right in front of my pillows, right now, with her.
What will he do when you get there?
He will meow at me when I shush him out of my spot, and then as soon as I'm laid down comfortable, he will come crawl onto my lap.
Oh, okay. Fair. But he won't wake her up, wake Miss SOTM up or anything like that?
No, not really. I'm more likely to wake her up.
Yeah.
Just between getting into bed and also, like, shifting and going and brushing my teeth and all that shit. And then just not being able to get to sleep and the tossing and turning.
Yeah. Glorious. It's like, either I can't not sleep and am exhausted perpetually, or I have insomnia. It's just one or the other. No middle ground. Like, my Fitbit says I slept 7.5 hours last night, and I was fucking exhausted midday, so I napped for like 2 hours, and I'm already fucking exhausted again. Like, I could pass out right now if I wasn't on the mic. I'm also very stressed, though.
Do you have any Kevin questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Given that we didn't play a session, not particularly, I am curious though, like, in campaign time, have we stayed in the castle longer?
No. We are picking up where we left off.
And now that I've read that book, and I also tried to go find a rogue down in the prison cells, do I succeed in that, or do I only get to know once next session?
No, you spent your time reading.
Oh, I didn't have time to go also try to fetch a rogue from the cells?
No, y'all really didn't have time to go out and do much of anything. You came back in late, you went to your rooms and went to bed.
Hey, I came back early, sir. I ran back.
Y'all took a few hours going out and a few hours coming back. Remember, the day is only 10 hours long.
Oh, fuck, right. So, again, how often do people sleep on Garou?
Typically on a daily basis.
For how many hours, though?
3 to 4.
And if it was you, it would be like 2?
2 to 3.
Okay.
Maybe, 5 to 6 once or twice a week.
Fair. But we still have regular human biology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so a day is basically 16 hours and 40 minutes. So a day is slightly shorter than a day on Earth. However, there's 10 days to a week, which means that there's 166 hours and 40 minutes in a week.
Okay.
There's 168 hours in a week on Earth.
Yeah.
So the weeks are pretty much the same.
It makes it seem like you have a less time to... You have less daylight to do stuff. Per day. So, like, on Earth you might have 12 hours, 16 hours of daylight. On Garou, I presume during some seasons in some places you have like 3 or 4.
It's not based on seasons. It's based on the day of the week.
How is that even possible?
I've explained this to you innumerable times already.
You have, but every time there's a part I forget. Like, this needs to be written down, like, charted.
I have shown you a chart made in spreadsheets.
Homie, I don't get it. rotating on the axis?
It's rotating on 3 axes.
How can a cube rotate on 3 axes at once? One...
Roll a d6. That's what the orbit looks like. The planet is literally tumbling through space on its orbit.
I'm trying to figure out if that would lead to an even distribution of daylight, though, across the poles.
We're not looking for a truly even distribution of daylight, because it's not. That's why we have a side that is covered in ice, because 90% of the time it is receiving little to no sunlight. It's why we have one side that is absolutely fucking baked by the sun, because 80 to 90% of the time it is receiving direct or full sunlight.
And those two sides are opposite each other, right?
No.
What?
They're not directly opposite each other. I realize in hindsight when I was putting things together that probably would have made my life easier, but they're not.
Do you understand now why it might be hard sometimes to follow?
Yeah. That's why I haven't made a big deal about the timing in the campaign, have I?
No, not at all.
And as we go and it starts to matter, I will lead y'all into it and you'll follow along.
So by campaign day, do you have it mapped out how many hours of daylight we have?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Like when we started the campaign, there were 17 hours of daylight left.
Okay. What about this coming day? Do we know?
Yeah. You will know that you are in the latter part of the 26 hours of uninterrupted light.
So this feels like a poor day to be going to the Cobalt Cave.
Doesn't really matter.
Why?
How do you even know whether or not the sun is up when you're in a fucking cave?
No, what I'm saying is since I at least would know and be able to predict which days have sunlight and which days have more darkness, it would make more sense, it'd be more rational to go to the cave on the day where I know it's going to be dark outside.
You're gonna be in there for more than a day. It's not gonna matter.
Well, that's news to me.
When you were told that the next step would be to go and explore the Skriel caverns, what did you have in mind?
I didn't realize they were that fucking big.
When you hear the word caverns, what do you picture?
I picture the caverns I've been to in Europe, which you could pretty much explore in a day.
Okay.
I mean,
To be fair, that's not a terrible answer. However, think about the definition of explore that you just used. And now think about the definition of explore that I am using in a role-playing game sense.
now think about the tunnels that Hamas has under the Gaza, ostensibly, and I get what you're saying. Yes.
Is that a Steven?
Oh my god, we have a Steven?
Holy shit.
Hello, good sir. It's amazing. I can barely hear you. I just sent a picture in Whispers. Why can't I can't hear Steven over my furnace that just turned on.
I can barely hear Steven, so it's okay.
Because I'm on my laptop.
Oh wow, very metal.
Yeah, Crystal decided to straighten my hair on the weekend.
I am laying in my rat's nest. I will look at it in shortly.
In shortly.
Yeah. In short order. Oh, we were talking about exploring Kobold Caverns, Steve.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So with no further input, Steven, what is
Yeah.
in your mind as far as what is going to take place over the next couple of days in Game World?
Dramatic, annoying, uneventful. When we define game world, are we referring to Galil?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, good. In that case, I change my statements from
Sorry, I didn't understand.
go away, Google. Um, Intriguing, suspenseful.
I mean, good
ambiguous.
answers. I don't think he quite grokked the question, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I didn't really
On the
give you a
advice of
good question either.
On the advice of counsel,
I do not recall.
I do not recall the question, Your Honor.
Kevin was under the impression that you guys were going to be going into the caverns for, maybe a couple of hours, maybe have some lunch or something like that, and then back out.
Maybe if lunch was some kobold clones or goblin clones.
Also, I do have one bit of housekeeping that I do need to address with y'all. I said that it was way too close. Figure that the caverns are actually like a 3 days ride.
What?
Okay, so based on that, a lot of horse riding.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna become acquainted with a talking horse called Sebastian.
And if ever we run out of food, we can just kill one of the horses.
As
But
long as
not
we don't
mine.
kill Sebastian.
Come again?
As long as we don't kill Sebastian.
Lurif, can you even ride a fucking horse, or is that against your principles?
I don't know. I could shapeshift into a horse and then run away from you when you try to ride me.
Hey, Rick, I need a DM call here. When Lurith transforms into an animal, is the animal always female?
That is actually, I'm going to leave that up to Lurith.
Wait, but you're implying Lurith has the choice. That's my question.
That is what I said, yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be gender fluid. That's the
As
trend.
long as it doesn't become a problem, I don't mind it being a thing. Like, that's my thing on it. Like, and that's why I will always leave shit like that up to player interpretation, because if I have a player that is uncomfortable with it and you start going around causing someone to be uncomfortable, then it's a problem. But if it's something that, like, I never would have pictured Steve having a problem with role-playing that, and if it's something that you want to do, then by all means, go for it, as long as it's not making someone else uncomfortable.
Is Lurith herself gender fluid, Stephen?
No.
Oh. How disappointing.
I'm going to have to run away from Discord in like 10 minutes and leave the room because Sean has a voice interview for some job over Microsoft Teams.
Ooh, good
But
luck,
yeah,
Sean.
congratulations, Sharn. Hope things are
Oh,
working out well.
It's like interview number 4. One of the jobs she applied for, they said they had 700 applicants.
If she does get it, does that mean that she's out permanently?
I don't know.
For most of them, it's permanent. The guide dogs one, no, it's only a 6-month contract. And that was the one with the 700 applicants.
Yeah. It depends on which workplace,
Got it.
what hours they require, and all that sort of thing.
I figured it would probably be not be the kind of thing that we could know immediately, but it was still worth asking.
Is getting a
I
job
remain
in
hopeful both that she will get it and that we will not lose her.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be the ideal.
Is getting a job in Australia becoming difficult right now?
Depends on what job.
Yeah,
If you're a truck driver, you're set for fucking life.
or a forklift operator.
Oh yeah. No, because I've read that in Calgary, outside of like the trades, it's becoming very difficult to get jobs.
Basically, if
Well,
you want
how many new jobs do you see per day every time you check? Like 10 to 12?
at least
Does that fall into your criteria alone?
in my criteria, anywhere from 0 to 8 a day, depending on the day. I'll see more tomorrow because
They generally don't post them on the weekends.
Yeah. So I'll see a lot more tomorrow because it'll include all of the posts done today and late today.
When recession?
I mean, Australia's been in a per capita recession for quite some time now,
I mean, so have we. But
which is truly like the actual definition of a recession.
theoretically, but that's not what they want us to think of the central bank.
Yeah, I know, because it's like, why is it a per capita reception but not a overall reception? Only because corporations are still making massive profits. Shut up.
We
I don't want
have
you to realize
not
that.
experienced 3 subsequent quarters of negative growth, sir. Adjusted for inflation, we sure as fuck have.
Well, technically, it may not be a per capita recession when you take into impacts inflation and the higher amount of money that people are spending.
Oh.
You know, we met record sales figures, not adjusted for inflation, but they're record sales figures.
We lost half our client base, but we hit record
But we
sales.
just charged them double plus one, therefore we made larger profits.
Woohoo! Yay,
Welcome
capitalism!
to the liberal economics.
The numbers mean what you want them to.
It's called corporate governance.
Whoop, whoop. And corporate personhood.
Speaking of which, I made a meme on that. Speaking of which, Kevin.
I
already
uploaded it.
Okay.
I uploaded all of them just now.
I uploaded all of them yesterday. I put it in my fucking daily planner, and I went and did it. And I have my meme to post, and I couldn't fucking find it. And I was bitter. Because I'm not getting those sweet hive-back dollars 1 cent at a time anymore.
Well, you know what's better than being bitter?
What?
Being
Coffee.
prepared.
Yeah. I was never a Boy Scout, though.
Did you ever watch Lion King?
Right, I'm leaving the
I
room.
fucking hated that movie when I saw it as a kid. I thought it was unrealistic.
You're unrealistic.
No shit, it's cartoon talking lions.
I'm trying to talk about, like, give you, like, not that you really need to imagine, but the type of child I was. I wasn't really big into cartoons, sir.
How? There would be nothing more realistic than cartoons for you. You are a cartoon.
The only good cartoon was G.I. Joe.
Hard to
Like,
disagree.
in terms of, like, my childhood television viewing, I go from watching the Flintstones on a black and white TV in the kitchen during lunch in elementary school to G.I. Joe to Seinfeld and Frasier, then to The Secret Life of Alex Mack. And masturbating.
I'm back.
I'm not currently masturbating.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't be. I'm not talking dirty to you. In character.
I was watching Amaranth the other day, and she does, like, ASMR, and I was thinking, like, you wouldn't even need to do it.
I just need to speak normal.
Yeah, pretty much. You,
How
sir.
is this a realization, though?
I'm coming to you live now from my bedroom where I have 2 laptops in front of me on the bed.
Are you coming through both mics at once?
No, because I'm not using my work laptop for such purposes.
I see. I don't understand why work would issue you a laptop for work from home.
Because they want their corporate personhood to remain intact.
You can ship a desktop.
Yeah, but they don't want to deal with people going, how do I plug this in?
Like, fair.
I would love it if they ship me a desktop because it would be... I'd rather they just give me an IT budget and say, this is our vendor, pick hardware within that budget. Because most people would be like, yeah, a monitor, a mouse, and a keyboard. I just spent it on a small form factor thing that would mount on the back of one of my monitors. So I wouldn't have to see it on my desk. And it would probably be more powerful than the laptop they issued me.
Do they pay for your second monitor, second screen?
You can have screens supplied, but they limit you to 27-inch 1440p displays.
Why?
Because they're not
'Cause
paying
they
for
bought-
the better shit?
Because they bought like 50,000 of them?
Probably.
Hmm.
But I did get my adjustable standing desk from them for free.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that.
is that part of a health and wellness initiative, or is it just like another tax deduction for them, or what?
I think it's another tax deduction for them.
Okay.
But allow me to read from the corporate policy one moment. Because it's called like the work from home kit.
Ooh. How many cyanide pills are you issued in the work from home kit?
0.
You gotta make your own.
Yeah.
What plant do you need to grow again for that? It's it's a really nice looking flower. It's
You just get it from apples and almonds and apricots and stone fruits.
bro, you would need so many fucking apples to cores to make enough fucking cyanide to kill yourself.
Yeah. Just go to an apple juice factory.
Bro, you would probably need the entire fucking orchard.
There's many apple orchards within driving distance of my home.
There used to be in Quebec. I don't know if there are apple